Good morning viewers and welcome to another Jar of Spanners infomercial. Today we're going to talk about breakfast cereal. That's right, everybody's favourite morning meal, good old breakfast cereal. Now let's begin. Now the first ever recorded use of breakfast cereal was in prehistoric Scotland, where archaeologists have uncovered evidence of the use of simple rough oats mixed together with goat's milk. This was known as slurridge. It was grey and it was sour and it probably tasted worse than cold sick. Despite the awful taste and the grim smell, prehistoric man and indeed woman were forcing it down every morning and for thousands of years, and probably forced it back up quite soon afterwards. Now, next, during the Roman period, people began using what became known as malted scabbies. They were dry and they were crispy and they were very easy to produce, and they had that famous crack, spittle and flob sound when you ate them. In fact, Romans would force their slaves to produce scabbies and prepare them for them each morning, which was probably why they tasted so vile. Let's move on. As we move into the Elizabethan era, we are noticing the development of a biscuit-type cereal full of roughage and other indigestible ingredients, and they did, of course, taste awful. The Scheiterbix. As you can see, almost totally indigestible. Meanwhile, in the Alpen region of Switzerland, mountain goat herders were busily developing a breakfast called muesli, which roughly translates as stuff you find on the floor or droppings. It contains plenty of moo and some goat parts and perhaps even some mountaineers' toenails. And strangely, people still prefer to eat muesli to this very day, rather than eating proper food. We don't really know why. Around about this time, the Scots investigated the possibility of Scotch porridge goats, but nobody fancied those. Now this brings us up to the 19th century, and the developer of many cereals, Kevin Kellogg. Now, in a successful attempt to really spoil the morning meal, he developed such classics as Golden Twat Flakes and Unimpressive K and Crusties. And of course, the ever popular Honey Nut Bastards, which contained nuts and bolts and indeed even some screws. They really were quite a bastard to digest. Taking their cue from Kevin Kellogg, rival companies such as Nobby Bisco began to produce products such as Gloomios and Honey Poops and Strawberry Poxies, high in sugar content and even higher in paper mache. Nowadays, people prefer something more healthy to get you started in the morning, such as Jordan's Fruit Frenzy, which, as you can see, actually contains real amphetamine. There were also cocaine pops and the very unpopular Saville's Sticky Fingers. The less said about these, the better. Now, if you happen to be on a diet, there are now diet breakfasts available for you too. Here's the latest one. It's called Cadbury's Fuck All. It contains no nutritional ingredients and indeed no ingredients at all. But it is very light on the tummy. That's Cadbury's Fuck All. So with this in mind, and with the proliferation of breakfast cereals out there on the market, we at Jar of Spanners are very happy to be bringing you Gruntlestones. They are low in sugar, they're low in additives, they're low in those dreaded E numbers, and they are especially low in nutrition. Made of stones, they're guaranteed to fill you up till lunchtime, or tea time, or supper time, or for the rest of time. Gruntlestones, ladies and gentlemen. You'll love them.